if you're already an experienced ChatGPT user, as you are, you've used custom GPTs, you've built up a knowledge base, you're a very savvy user, you should think about two dimensions that will help you decide whether ChatGPT is the right tool for a job or whether an AI workflow and an agent tool like Relay or Zapier or Make or N8N is the right tool for the job. There's two dimensions. Dimension number one, does this happen frequently? It's often, and I want it to happen automatically. That's number one. And then number two, does this need to interact with my tools? Does it need to read data or take action in my CRM, my finance tool, my project management tool, etc.? Now, that second element, that may change over time because as MCP becomes more popular, chatbots like ChatGPT and Claude will be able to take action in your tools to some degree. We could have a whole separate conversation about MCP and whether that's actually useful for end users today. But what you should really think about is I want it to happen frequently, I want it to happen automatically. And so when you're posting on LinkedIn, you probably post what? 3 times a week, 5 times a week, something like that. And there's one other thing I wanted to mention, which is those are the reasons to use a tool like Relay. If it's frequent and automatic and it needs to interact with your tools. The reason to not use a tool like Relay is if it's a one-off use case that you don't do that frequently, and if you need a high degree of interactivity, where you say, "Oh no, go back and change this. No, no, go back and change this. Oh no, I like this part. Throw out that part, keep that part." And so what I typically recommend is if you don't do it that often and you want a high degree of interactivity, use ChatGPT. If you want it to happen automatically and it needs no or light interactivity, then use a tool like Relay. So in the context of LinkedIn posting, I sort of break a social media strategy into three categories. There's planning and content research, which is like what cadence do you want to post on? What do you want to write about? What topics are interesting? What post formats are working well? That's area 1. Area 2 is actually writing the post, writing, editing, drafting, etc. And then number 3 is following up and tracking, seeing how much engagement the post got, of those people who engaged, are they people that you want to have a business relationship with? So do you want to log them in your CRM? And so for me personally, let me tell you how I use our own tool Relay in the context of LinkedIn. I use it heavily for content research, heavily. And so I have a bunch of agents that are always looking at top posters in the overall SaaS space, top posters in the AI space, top posters in the agent and automation and workflow specific space. And then every week it gives me a huge list of ideas based on here are the topics that people are finding interesting, here are the posts that have done really well, here are the formats that have done really well. And again, I don't copy any of those posts directly, but it's really good for inspiration to see what's working and what's interesting to people. Then, in most cases, I write my own original post. Sometimes I use AI to help me draft it or edit it, but that's more in like a live ChatGPT kind of context because I want to do this live editing. The one exception to that where I have fully automated drafting is for content repurposing. So we have a pretty active YouTube channel, and every time we post a YouTube video, I want to automatically create a LinkedIn post for that YouTube video. And it turns out that AI is amazing at that. I never even have to review them anymore because it just takes the transcript of the YouTube video. I know, and all my videos are the same. It's like how to build an AI agent to do this. And so the LinkedIn post is very simple. It's like, in this video, Jacob will show you how to build this AI agent, step 1, step 2, step 3. Here's some reasons you might want to do it. And so for like content repurposing, I think AI written posts do really well. But for your own sort of original thought leadership, I wouldn't recommend it. But then where I get the most value for my AI agents is the follow-up and the tracking. So whenever I make a post, it automatically logs everyone who's commented on the post. It automatically logs everyone who's reacted to the post. It automatically adds them as leads in my CRM. It automatically enriches and scores them and tries to figure out, is this a good target customer for Relay.app? If it can, it'll automatically reply to the comment. And now this is something, again, I want to be cautious about because most AI generated comment replies are terrible. They make you look, they're embarrassing. They make you look bad. We've all seen these, right? Where it's like, "Hey Maria, great insight. I love your perspective on blah, blah, blah." Like, but the reason I can auto reply sometimes is that most of my posts are of the form, I've created a resource I think you might find valuable. A video, a document, a course. Are you interested in it? And so if someone says, yes, I'm interested, then I can just auto reply to the comment once I've made because usually I make the LinkedIn post before I've actually made the resource. So I'll say something like, hey, I'm thinking about recording a session about this. would anyone show up if I did that? And then people say, yeah, I'm interested. And then I send them, when I have created the event and stuff, I send them the link. And so that's sort of my whole LinkedIn system. I have a lot of AI helping me with content research. I do most of the posting myself, except I have AI do some simpler repurposing tasks. And then use a lot of the AI for the follow-up, the tracking, the analytics, the coaching. Hey, these posts perform best, these posts perform best, think more about this. And so what I would recommend for your first agent in the spirit of LinkedIn is I wouldn't go directly to the posting because I think you've already got that figured out with your custom GPT and stuff. I would either go further upstream and say, can we build an agent that automatically gives you ideas based on tracking content elsewhere on LinkedIn? Or once you've written a post, can we build an agent that automatically tracks your engagement and all the comments?
Ooh, that's really cool. And I think the ideas one is really nice because I mean, I have plenty of ideas always, a bit
Yeah,
too many. I feel like one time posting a day is sometimes too little.
right.
But I think just like tracking the trends in the industry, like digital marketing, any new tools that I need to check out will be really cool. I haven't tried
Let's let's
that.
let's let's do that. Now, would you
Okay.
rather start from a template or build from scratch?
Um, I'd, oh, what would be better for the
I can give
first
you the pros and
time?
cons. A template will get you up and running and seeing
Yeah.
value more quickly, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Building from scratch will give you more intuition about how to build your next
Yeah.
agent.
I think we can try from scratch.
Let's go from scratch. Let's go from
Yes.
scratch. Let's do it.
Should I
Okay.
then share my screen and then I
Share
log
your
on and
screen, go to
everything?
Relay.app, and let's go through it one by one.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Exciting. I will share my entire screen. Relay app. Okay, we're gonna
Start
start.
for free.
Start for free. I will sign up. And unless I forgot that I created an account, but I don't think so,
I don't
we will.
I think you mentioned you had not yet, but let's see. And yeah, correct. So you're welcome to pay us money, but start for free right now. Okay, so now this is where most users want to click the first option, help me build my first agent,
Yeah.
because we have a really nice sort of guided step-by-step experience that walks you through it.
Mm-hmm.
In your case, you have me. So you can click start from scratch.
Start from scratch.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm happy I'm getting some help here, so thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I will be your guided experience.
That's amazing. Thanks.
Okay.
I see you.
Yeah, there's me. We do have like some videos in line that help, but you can have the live version this time. Okay, so the first step in any AI workflow or agent is the trigger. And if you've used tools like Zapier or Make or Anyden before, or if this then that, you know that a trigger is what wakes up the agent and starts it working on your behalf. Now, in this case, because we're doing a LinkedIn analysis use case, my favorite way to do this use case is I want to report in my inbox every week. I want it to come in my inbox like every Sunday night so that I know kind of what I want to post about the next week. So in that case, we're going to do a scheduled trigger and we're going to have this run for us every Sunday night. So if you click add trigger, you'll see there are a bunch of different trigger options. You could trigger based on when you get a new email. You could trigger based on an RSS feed. But in our case, we're going to click scheduled because we want this to run once a week. And now, can you click into daily? Do you see where it says daily? Click that. Because I think daily is probably overkill. I think weekly is probably appropriate. So just switch it to weekly. Yeah, weekly on Friday, and you could either choose Friday to be your day, or if you switch from August 1st, do you see where it says August 1st above? Yeah, if you switch that to August 2nd, it'll be Saturday, and then August 3rd, so now it's
Ah.
weekly on Saturday, and so you can pick whatever day. Yeah, so Monday morning, 8 a.m. your time. That's like a good time to do this. Okay, so hit done. Okay, now it's gonna wake up every Monday morning. The first thing we need to do is what we're going to do here is we're going to give the agent a set of LinkedIn profiles that we want it to go monitor. And so now we need to give it that list of LinkedIn profiles that we want it to track. So can you add a step by pressing the add step button? And can you go to utilities? I want to show you how to put that list of LinkedIn profiles in. So go to utilities and then select create table of constants. And what we're going to do here is we're going to make a simple little table which just has the URLs of all the LinkedIn profiles we want to monitor. So yeah, exactly, URL, and then you can call this column like LinkedIn profile. And so now, can you go to LinkedIn and find like 1 or 2 profiles of people you want to follow? You can add more to this later, but 1 or 2 would be plenty to
Sure.
start.
I'm thinking. Who do I follow? Love Grace Andrews. She's great. I think she posts also about some trending topics as well,
Nice.
and she just became a solopreneur as well. So
Oh, cool. So she'll be posting a lot more probably.
yeah, and about relevant topics to me. So
Yeah,
I
totally.
think that's cool.
So yeah,
Okay,
you
so
can
I
just
just
copy that
copy.
URL and then paste it back in there.
Yes.
Perfect. And you can make the row, the column a little wider if you want, but it's
Yeah,
not
sure.
strictly necessary.
Looks
And
nice.
then let's just put one more. Let's put one more in there so that we have 2.
Okay. Who else? My gosh, I'm not following that many leaders in marketing right now. I'm following a lot of like.
What about like Emily Kramer from MKT1?
Oh, she's amazing. Yeah. Sorry, what is
Yeah.
the last name again?
I think it's KRA.
I always was thinking Kramer, but I think it's
Right, because
Kramer.
you're in Europe, so that would be the German way
Yes,
to pronounce it.
I
Yeah.
think Kramer, but yeah,
She's a good follow. She's a good follow.
I love her. Or also, what is this newsletter? Marketing Millennials newsletter.
Good luck using LinkedIn search to find anything.
Sorry, oh my gosh. Daniel Murray, was it his name? Sorry, yes, this guy. He's really
Cool.
good. Marketing
Marketing
Millennials
Millennials,
podcast.
nice.
Really nice. Okay, I'm gonna add him as well.
Perfect. 3 is perfect. Okay, then hit done.
Done.
So now we're going to do something a little tricky, which is we have a list of profiles and we need to go fetch each of their posts individually. And so we need to use a concept called a loop. And so if you have a background in writing code or in using more advanced automations, a loop is just something where you take in a list and then you perform the same actions for each list. So if you press the plus button just below create table and then type loop, do you see where it says loop over a list? Perfect. Click that. Yep. And now when you're doing a loop, you need to specify 2 things. Number 1, what is the list that we are looping over? So click select list, exactly. And in our case, we only have 1 list available, which is all the rows in that table that we just put in. So that's going to be the LinkedIn profile. So click rows. And now let's go see what we want to do. So can you click add step? The one that's in the loop. And can you just type LinkedIn?
LinkedIn. Oh, you have a native.
Yeah, we have a native integration with LinkedIn. And then do you see where it says, can you scroll down? We're looking for posts. Get LinkedIn person post. Yeah, get LinkedIn person post. Perfect. And so for get LinkedIn person post, you can go fetch, because posts are public on LinkedIn and all the comments are public and all the engagements are public, you can fetch the posts for anyone. And so all you have to do is put their profile URL in there. And so click profile URL. And now this is a little tricky. Where we're going to get the profile is from the row that we're currently iterating over. So do you see where it says row and it has the little loopy icon there? Exactly. Hover over that and click LinkedIn profile. And now we're running this every week. So 10 posts is probably more than we need. Probably 5 would be enough. So I'd go with 5. And then if no posts are found, we have to tell the AI, like, what do I do if no posts are found? Should I let you know and say, oh my God, it's an error, I can't do anything? Or should we just continue with nothing? And in this case, let's just continue with nothing, because the report, if the report is empty, it's kind of no big deal. And by the way, these people are definitely posting every week. So there will always be most recent posts. And so hit done. So now we've woken up every Monday. We've given, the AI has woken up every Monday. We've given it the list of profiles that we wanted to fetch. It's gone and fetched the posts from those profiles. And now we want to turn those into a nice consolidated report. So now you have 2 options. One way is you could write 1 report per person, but in my case, I prefer to write a consolidated report across everybody. And so if you press the plus button you're currently hovering over at the bottom, that's going to be 1 report for everyone. If you press the plus add to loop, you'd get 1 for each one. Yeah, that would give you 1 for each one, but at the bottom, it's going to give you 1 for all of them, which is what we want, I think, in this use case. Yes. So press the plus button at the very bottom, and then click AI. We're finally doing some AI. We're 20 minutes in, and we're finally doing some AI. And so can you click the third one down right?
Third one on the right. So right.
Right, yeah, because we want the AI to write for us a report. And so unlike extraction or summarization, and we want it to write us An email, because we want to have this report sent over email. You could send it over Slack or a doc or whatever, but let's do it over email for now. And so yeah, to just click email, and now get rid of all that the boilerplate in that prompt. We're gonna write our own and say, given a set of LinkedIn posts from marketing influencers.
Oh, this is like a test. How
Yeah,
fast
it's a typing test. A typing test. Please write a detailed report on the highest performing posts from the last week.
Posts from the last week.
Include the top 10 posts. And for each post, include the title of the post.
Okay.
The author. Yeah, you can just write title, author.
Okay. Author.
Link to post.
Post.
Number of comments.
Number of comments.
Number of reactions. And then a summary of why the post was compelling.
Ooh.
Perfect.
I like it. Yeah.
So now we've written our prompt, and you're already an expert prompter. But prompting in the context of a workflow is a little bit different in two ways. Number one, it's got to be one shot. We're not going to get to go back and forth. So you want to include everything you want in your prompt, which is why we wrote quite a comprehensive prompt. But then even more important, you need to give it the right data. Because if it doesn't actually have access to those LinkedIn posts, it won't be able to write this report. So do you see where it says data from previous steps just below where you typed? Click that. And we want to give it the posts. Do you see how next there's a for icon and then a loop icon? And what that's telling us is the output of step 4 was a set of LinkedIn posts. And there was a version of step 4 for many items in the loop. We want all those posts. So click posts. Then just below that, and so it says the AI has access to posts to write this report. And then do you see where it says using GPT 4.1?
Yes.
You can click that, and then you can select whatever model. If you have a model that you particularly like, I like Claude 4 Sonnet for these writing use cases, but it's expensive. 4.1 is like a good default option that we typically recommend. But if you want it to be really good, you might pick O3. I think 4.1 in this case is probably okay, but if you have a favorite model, feel free to pick that.
Yeah, I use 4.1, 4.0. I think it was the last one I used, but yeah, so 4.1 should be good. Yeah.
Cool. And then on the top right, your output is going to be rich text. And that's good. That's going to give us a nice report. Do you see human review just below there on the right? For many use cases, you want a person to review the output of the AI step before you move on. For example, if you're writing an email to a client or you're posting something on LinkedIn, in this case, it's just a report that's going to be sent to us over email. So I don't really think you need a human review for this one. But for other use cases, a human review can be very valuable. And now hit done.
One thing I want to ask is here you can also connect it to tools, I guess, and also add knowledge documents like context or something. So
that's exactly like a custom GPT. So in the same way that in a custom GPT, you've given it documents, spreadsheets, whatever, you can add knowledge. So for example, if you had, in a post writing context, if you had examples of your previous posts, you could attach them as knowledge. If you wanted to put in your brand guidelines, you could attach it as knowledge. If you wanted to do like a lead enrichment, you could put in your ICP as knowledge. That's knowledge. And then tools are if you want the AI to take more action than just writing the report. So the tool could scrape web pages, it can do web searching for you, it can update your CRM, it can look up stuff in your CRM. This is what makes it truly agentic if you give the AI tools and you let it operate on your behalf. In this case, we have a very simple use case, so we don't need tools. But for other research use cases, you may want to do some web scraping or some web search or look up stuff in your CRM, and that's how you would give the AI a tool that it can use. So for now, hit done. And now we just have one more step at the very bottom.
Yes.
Can you press the plus button again?
Yes.
And type send email.
Send
email to yourself. And then you can put in a subject, whatever you want, like weekly LinkedIn influencer report or something.
Inspo or something.
Inspo, perfect. And then in the body, can you press the data button to the bottom right of the body field?
Yes.
That's going to give us access to the outputs of the previous steps in the workflow. And in this case, the report that we want is the output of, I think it was step 5, write with AI. So hover over that and click AI output. And that's all we need in the body. The AI is going to write
Oh,
this
wow.
email entirely for us and then hit done.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations, you have built your first AI workflow in Relay.app. Let's test it. Let's see if it works. So can you hit start a test run?
Start a test run. Yes.
And
wait,
then you should be able to just click start now.
Start now.
And so now we'll see what it's doing as it goes. Okay, so you see that it's going to fetch the LinkedIn posts. It fetched it for one person already. Now it's going to fetch it for the other 2 people. Okay, now it's fetched it for 2. Now it's fetching it for 1 more. Do you see where it says, okay, now it says it's fetched the LinkedIn post for all the people. Now it's writing our report with AI.
Amazing.
And so this usually takes 15, 20 seconds. While we're watching it now, it's going to feel excruciating, like it takes forever. This will be happening automatically, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So you won't feel as impatient when this is happening for real.
All good. Oh yeah, behind the scenes, that's perfect. And you mentioned, like, while we wait, okay, so marketers use it a lot for, I guess, analyzing LinkedIn post performance and then like getting ideas for posts. Are there any other like use cases that you found are very popular just for, I guess, marketers in my audience, if they want to know, like, how can they use Relay?
Yeah. So content research is a great topic overall. You can follow LinkedIn profiles, you can follow YouTube channels, you can follow Twitter feeds, you can follow brand accounts, you can follow personal accounts, you can follow certain subreddits. So content research and content inspiration is a big one. Competitive research is another really big one. And that's using very similar techniques. This exact technique that we just used, if you just replace that table of influencers with a table of competitors, and instead of asking the report about engagement stats, you ask the AI to say, what does this mean about the competition strategy and where they're good? You can use it for competitive research. Follow-up and tracking is super powerful. Another thing that I've been doing a lot recently is I think Reddit is like the most underappreciated place on the internet, especially now that it's becoming the default source of knowledge for most LLMs. Like, Reddit is amazing. And so I've built a bunch of workflows for myself that are following topics on Reddit, seeing when our brand gets mentioned on Reddit, suggesting opportunities for me to comment. And again, on Reddit, you can't be too self-promotional. You can't say, like, I'm Jacob, I'm the founder of Relay.app. Use my thing.
Yeah.
But if someone asks, hey, how should I decide which automation tool to use, or what are AI agents actually good for, I can provide useful context. That's another kind of content research and content ideas I'm using. I'm doing our whole webinar motion. If anyone runs webinars, our whole webinar motion is AI powered. I can actually show you that after we're interested, but literally all I do is I make a Google Calendar event with a topic that I'm interested in. For example, how to run an AI powered webinar. And then I have a whole AI system that makes a sign up form, promotes it on LinkedIn, sends it out to our newsletter, tracks all the signups, sends everyone a reminder before the webinar, sends everyone the recording after, automatically writes a description for the video, automatically writes a LinkedIn post sharing the video, automatically writes a tweet sharing the video. Like, it just takes care of absolutely everything for me. And so that's how, I'm a one-man marketing team in addition to my other responsibilities, and we have a very successful webinar motion. So that's an example. If you run webinars, there's a ton of stuff there. And then there's one more I wanted to mention that's been really valuable for me, which is like the lead enrichment, lead scoring. That's kind of at the intersection of marketing and sales, I guess.
Yeah, totally.
But it turns out you don't need to pay for like a super expensive dedicated lead enrichment tool. Like, you can just have your AI workflow look up the LinkedIn profile and do a simple prompt-based scoring, and it costs like a couple cents, and it's really, really good. So that's those are a few ideas for marketers for inspiration.
Wow, really, really cool.
But I think in marketing alone, I have about 50 now, 50 AI agents.
50 AI agents.
I have about 250 total, and marketing is the biggest area.
Wow. But even what you described with the webinar, it's like, I think at my previous job, we hosted like 2 webinars, and I just know it was an excruciating amount of work.
It's a ton of work. You have to write a newsletter about it. You have to write a script.
Many steps.
You have to make a deck. You have to make a LinkedIn post promoting it. You have to follow up with the attendees. You have to track the attendance. It's like, it's a ton of work, but AI can do all of that. All I do is I come up with a topic, and then I show up and I run the webinar.
Whoa, that's crazy. And also, like for the LinkedIn post, do you like check it? Like it's like it prepares it in the
Yeah, yeah.
workflow,
Do you
and
want me
then
to just? I can just show you mine actually. First, let's look at the output of yours, and then I'll show you mine. So, do you see where it says "Send email to yourself"? Just click that,
yes.
and that'll show you the email it sent you. So here's the email that the AI sent you. You can
Okay.
read through it.
Okay, LinkedIn marketing influencers top 10 highest performing posts last week. It's a rank list of top 10 posts from marketing influencers. Wow, my gosh. The author, the link, the comments, the reactions, like we asked it to do, and then why it was compelling. Okay. Okay, repeat your winners.
Wow, number 2 is great. Repeat your winners. I need to do that way more often. I'm so allergic to saying the same thing twice that I never do this.
Yeah. Well, it's still never. Okay, yeah, she needs to double down and like share again. Yeah, totally. I'm also not good enough at this. I need to do this more. Just one more edit. Wow, his posts are performing well.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, look at those reaction counts. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
1,000
2,000
and
reactions.
100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Minimalist style, relatable phrase. Oh, I love that he started with a quote. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to see more, like show me the actual content of the post or show me the hook, you could just modify your prompt for it to include more information. Now, in this case, like it looks like he has a style of writing sort of very short posts with then
Yeah.
a visual aid. Yeah.
I just want to see what the other one was. Was it also a video? Oh no, this was the first one, and then the second one,
The
billboard.
go to yeah.
Yeah, I just clicked the wrong one.
Yeah.
Billboard. Two hardest part of the copy. Okay. Okay. That's the results. Interesting. Okay, so like breaking
That's
down.
actually that yeah, these are good posts, really good posts.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. There's a reason why he's a
Yeah.
founder of Marketing Millennials. Yeah. Really, really cool. Wow, it's very helpful. I mean, you can get a lot of inspiration if you add like a larger list of people that you,
Ex-
you
ex-
know, that are industry like leaders.
Yeah, and for
Thought
me,
leaders.
like, of course, I never like copy a post directly,
Of course.
but often that idea will give me an idea of like, oh, he wrote this, that clearly resonated. Here's my take on that point.
Yeah, no, it's really helpful. Like noticing, okay, I don't know, like authentic like posts about like sharing the background of a decision, for example. That's an idea, or I guess sharing some sort of meme that like people can relate to. Like just a reminder, okay, I
Yep.
haven't done it in a while. Maybe I should post something related to that. Like that's totally
Yep.
like it's very like inspiring like in terms of content. So it's really cool. Wow, that was actually
So
not that intimidating.
congratulations, you have now built and run your first
Wow.
AI agent. And so if you go back to editor in the top middle, let's just do two more things. I want you to give it a title.
Yes. Top
So do you see in the top
middle.
middle where it says editor versus runs?
Yes.
Yeah, go back to the editor. Woohoo, balloons. And you see where it says untitled workflow at the top?
Yes, let's give it a title.
You can just give it a title like LinkedIn Inspo or something.
Yeah.
And then if you turn that toggle from off red
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
on green, this will happen
Yes.
automatically for you every Monday and you'll get a report delivered into your inbox.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. That's crazy. I will add some more people to this and then let's
Yeah.
go.
So that's all there is to it. You want me to quickly show you my webinar one? Okay, let me share my screen. So here is my, just to show you where you can get to. Here is my marketing folder within Relay.app. And if you want to view it as an org chart, here's all the different marketing AI agents that I personally use. And the one we were going to talk about, I think, was the webinar one. So that's over here. So let me show you just one of the simple ones I have in the webinar, which is the webinar promoter. And the way that one works is we have a specific, can you see my screen?
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. So we have a specific calendar, Relay.app events, where we put all our webinars. And so I always promote webinars 4 days before. For me, that's sort of the sweet spot where it's like it's enough advance notice, but not so much that people have forgotten about it. So I promote it 4 days before. And so the first step in the AI is, given an upcoming webinar, please draft a LinkedIn post promoting it. And literally all I do is I give it one example of a previous post. Want to build your first agent? I'm hosting this, blah, blah, blah. Come here. I do have a human review for now because I want to make sure the post is right. I honestly never edit what the AI does, so I think I'm going to take out the human review from this part because it works pretty well as
Yeah.
is. Actually, I'm going to turn off the human review because
Mm-hmm.
the AI always does a good job. Again, because I use kind of the same format every
Yeah.
time, and this is a more of an informational announcement. It doesn't have to be spicy. Then what I do is I have a very simple template for like a little promotional poster. Yeah, so this is my little like webinar announcement poster. It's just like build an agent with me, date and time,
Wow.
and topic. And so then in my workflow, I automatically make a copy of that and I put in the webinar topic and the webinar date and time, which were extracted.
You add the description of the event to the Google Calendar event yourself, right? And then the AI agent writes.
All I do is in the title of the Google Calendar event, I always use the same title format, build an AI agent with me, and then in parentheses, I put the topic like AI support emails or marketing copy or something. That's all I put in, and then the AI uses that to write the full promotional post. It fills in the template, it makes a copy of it, it creates the LinkedIn post, it pulls in the slide, and then it posts it automatically.
Okay. And for the webinar, the only slide you show is the intro slide, and then you just dive into to Relay.
Then I just screen share. Yep.
I'm gonna be on the lookout.
Now that works for my particular webinars don't require a lot of slide
Yeah.
preparation because it's all
Yeah.
live. It's like what we just did now. It's
Makes
all live
sense. Yeah.
demonstration. And so this works really well for me.
Really cool. Okay, I know you host like these webinars very regularly, I would say. Like I always see them notifications and post on your account as well about that. So I would love to learn how to build more things in the next ones. So that's really, really cool.
Yeah, I would love to have you join. The next one's going to be really good actually for
Mm-hmm.
marketers because it's all about when you've written a good LinkedIn post, how do you follow up with all the people who've engaged on that post? Like all the
Mm.
comments, all the reactions, store them in your CRM.
Yeah.
And I'll see. I'm definitely going to be able to capture like putting people into your CRM and doing a little bit of enrichment. I might also be able to get to sending them a personalized follow up, but that
Okay.
we may run out
Yeah.
of time because we only have 45 minutes.
Yeah. And for the CRM, which CRM is it gonna be like that you will show as an
I'll
example?
probably demo HubSpot because that's what we
Mm-hmm.
use. But the same
Yeah, yeah.
technique would work in ADIO or Pipedrive or
Sure.
Salesforce or
Sure, sure,
Notion
sure.
or
Yeah.
Airtable or whatever CRM.
Okay, really cool. I'm excited. I'll be on the lookout. Thank you so much for taking the time to show this to me. I'm very excited to explore more and I feel less intimidated for sure. Like to build something
Yeah,
of my own.
really nice to meet you. Super fun to build an agent
Yay.
together. I would love to do this again. Like play around
Hmm.
with it, build out a few of your own, and then I'd love to do this again and we can build something a little more
Yes,
advanced, which will be
we
fun.
can do it. I would love to. Thank you so much.